Good morning. Back for another video. Today I want to talk about a few things. First thing, man, I'm noticing a lot, and it's been going on for a long time. I'm noticing a lot of people putting a lot of energy into responding to trolls online. And man, fuck trolls. Here's the thing about trolls online. A lot of times you got these profiles where people that have one picture of like a dog or some stupid shit, or they have like an animated picture or something. There'll be no other pictures, and dude's really got no friends on his friends list. It's just an account created to fuck with people. I mean, some people get off doing that shit. It might be, man, fucking around be like a 12-year-old kid giving you shit online, or some 8-year-old kid giving you shit online, saying all these words and, you know, threatening you and shit, and saying a bunch of stupid shit that they would never do in real life. Pay no attention to that shit, man. Like, too many of y'all, I see y'all going back and forth and getting emotional, getting agitated, debating these dudes. Yo, the more you feed into that shit, the more entertained they are by it. I know, because I used to be a troll, but I wasn't a troll online. Me and my cousin, man, we used to do shit like prank calls and shit like that, and we would crack jokes on people and shit. And the more agitated they got, the funnier it was. It was just, it was the funniest thing ever when people got super irritated. So like, yo, we would irritate you until the point where you just like threw a temper tantrum. That was like the ultimate prank. Like, cause once you threw a temper tantrum, the joke was over, but it was so much enjoyment and funniness up till that point. It was like, yo, it might be over now, but we got our our time worth. Cause we used to, I don't know, we used to just fuck with people, man. But that's just how trolls work, man. Trolls, they just want to get a reaction out of you, man. You know, and the more drastic or exacerbated the action is, then the funnier it is to them a lot of times. So, yo, these trolls and accounts, fake accounts that have like one picture as a profile pic or whatever, ignore them shits. For real, ignore them, man. Also, catfish too, man. That's another thing. Like, somebody fucking with you online, it's not even a real profile. I know this should go without saying, but like the easiest way to spot like somebody that's catfishing really is if they got, first off, if they have like, I'd say no tag pictures, and this is on Facebook. If they have 0 tag pictures on their profile, and they like super responsive and shit, there's a very good chance that person is not a real person. Now, it's not always 100% accurate, because some people just hide all their tag pics, but a pretty good chance that most of the time when it's no tag pictures and very few of their friends actually commenting about, you know, the events that were there or what have you, or their friends talking to them about personal shit, because that's what friends do. They might bring up an inside joke or something like that. But there's a very strong chance if that's not happening, then they're probably a fake profile. So that's another thing to watch out for. You'll watch out for fake profiles. Easy way to screen them. So yeah, like that's one thing. I was watching this show, Catfish and shit. I think that's what it's called. But man, these dudes, it's on Netflix or Hulu, one of the two. I got both. But these dudes, there's a lot of females too on there. They get, people are just desperate, I guess, but they get like fooled into like coming all the way out to meet the person and shit, and then the person's not even the same person that they originally thought they were talking to. So it's like, at that point, damn, well, I done wasted all this goddamn time coming over here. You could have kept it real with me. So yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, that's I wanted to shed light on those two things this morning. Otherwise, I'm keeping an eye on everything on the news. I haven't seen anything today, so just two minor things. Also, oh, one more thing too. Starting to get more self-motivated listening to my old music. Very interesting, because you know, the way hip-hop was going and the way music in general was headed, yo, I lost all motivation to rhyme. Like, I just didn't care anymore. Like, this it changed so much from when I first started. I started rapping in 2000. And it changed so much. The culture is not even the same culture anymore. It's crazy. The first rhyme I actually wrote a page was like in 1997 or 8. That's the first thing I actually wrote, but I never really took it serious. I didn't start taking it serious till 2000. So I've been rapping about 18 years. I mean, I think of shit here and there, But like, I feel like now, with being older and having a lot more knowledge of self and history and everything, true history other than the bullshit we were taught in school, I kind of feel like I have more to say now. So like, I can take the rhyming ability I developed over all those years and I can put it towards something actually worth saying. That really motivates me because I feel like a lot of people need to hear that shit. And I'm listening to other artists doing the same thing. It's crazy because I remember people used to tell me all the time when gangster rap was popular, they used to be like, yo, you need to stop talking about all this other stuff nobody cares about and just start talking about street shit. I'm like, yo, first off, I'm not a street dude. So for me talking about that shit is phony because this shit ain't me. Like, why am I pretend to be a street dude if I'm not? That's how dudes get caught up. Nah, I'm good. I'll just be myself. I'd rather be myself. So I basically was on some shit where I was like, man, I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I'm just going to do it the way I do it. And I did. But the problem with that was, like, it was basically a lot of battle rap type shit. It was a few little stories I had in there and messages to convey, but it wasn't heavy. But now it's like, I can't even write a rhyme about like just how nice I am or super lyrical, spiritual miracle. I gotta be saying something in this shit for real, or else I'm not motivated to write it. And I think it might have just been for maturity. Like, at first, I kind of thought it was like because I really didn't care anymore, I guess. But now that I think about it, it probably was maturity, man. Like, if you're going to say something worth saying. Don't just say something to say it. Or just to show people that you can say shit. Say something worth saying, you know? So, like, I got a lot of ideas I'm going to implement pretty soon with music. I got to get it back up with my boy Troy Brown and my boy Halftime. And probably, you know, make a little joint together. We used to rap together a minute ago. But we probably got to link back up and get that shit done. And also a lot of solo stuff. I want to get to the point where I got my own equipment, because another hassle with rapping, which a lot of you probably already know, man, working around an engineer's schedule or somebody that has equipment, that is a nightmare, yo, because they never ready when you're ready. First off, of course you gotta schedule it and shit like that, but you might not be ready that day you show up, and they are, or vice versa. But you know, you might still do the shit, but it might not come out as good as if you were super into it. Like, if you were just like, yo, let's do this shit now, you just go to your room and record some shit if you got like equipment. But I think that's mandatory for any artist that takes the art seriously, man. Get your own equipment. And then another thing, I wouldn't even want to let nobody in my house if I had my own. You're not coming to my house. If I don't know you already, you're not recording in my house. I don't want nobody up in my house I don't know. That's crazy. I don't know how people do that. Like, people go in your house and shit. You got 5 dudes coming to your house, one of them recording, one of them paying for it, and the other one's doing a little track with the dude, and then you got fucking 2 other dudes and shit just sitting around watching. Like, bro, I'm good. I don't want none of that. I'm straight. I'd heard too many horror stories about crazy motherfuckers, so I never understood that, but, you know, to each his own, I guess. But self-motivation is important, man. And it's funny because listening to a lot of my old music, I'm like, yo, that feeling I got when I wrote it, for some reason, I was able to pick up on that feeling listening to it. And I remember how I felt. Like, it's just, I can't describe it, but it's just a feeling I got. And it's interesting because with that said, it's like, I'm capable of writing something that conveys a feeling that other people can pick up on. I let A-Class hear the song Good Morning I did with Halftime. I did that a while back, man. I still want to do a video for that, but Halftime's over the West Coast right now. Hopefully when he gets back, we'll be able to do a video. I'll probably get Legacy to do the video. Shout out to Legacy too. But yeah, yeah, man, like, that joint right there, I let him hear it and he was fucking with it. He said, yo, this is smooth. And like, I'm a big fan of Common, yo. Like, my favorite Common album is Like Water for Chocolate. So I'm a big Common fan when it comes to shit like the music and the smoothness and the soul and that kind of shit. I love shit like that. Like, I used to rock mics over at Sister's Place back in 2010. And that crowd was like a 38 and over crowd. Like, there was some older heads there, but like, they weren't for all that shoot 'em up, bang bang rap shit. They didn't want to hear that shit. But the way I carried it was, and I usually carry it, it's more like the Roots. If you ever heard the Roots, like them, Common, Talib Kweli, those dudes are the dudes I listened to coming up. Like some of the shit they did, I listened to a lot of underground shit too. So yo, that the gangster rap was never in me, so to fake it wouldn't have been authentic. But like yo, for me to come in there, I would just go in there and freestyle. Like they would give me the mic and I have a live drummer in that bad boy, and I would just go around the whole bar and freestyle about people in the bar, not dissing them, but like talking about stuff they were doing. And if anybody was, I wish I'd have got this on film, but if anybody was there, they'd vouch for me. Like, I basically would come in there and just create a show, and everybody would be clapping and shit. It was cool. So that's the vibe I really carry with the music. So it was always like, yo, I know how I want to sound, and maybe it was back then I didn't feel like I was ready for that at that moment. But right now, man, I know there's so much going on, and I know so much now. I kind of feel like the time is now, really. So yeah, like if you feel like, you know, you let go of something that you wish you'd have kept doing, it's not too late to keep doing it, man. So I've been debating that overnight, but I think I'm gonna really pick up and keep moving, because hip-hop is like the only thing I've actually done that long and became really good at and actually made moves at. And I accomplished the goals I wanted to accomplish, so time to set new ones. With that said, let me get on this road and punch this clock until I don't have to do it no more for this music. Alright, y'all have a nice day. Let me know what you think in the comment the comment section. Make sure you subscribe. If you can hit the subscribe button with your knuckles, you're a good puncher. Don't forget. Take it easy.